Namaste Gurukulians, how are you all? I hope you will be fit and fine at your home. I am Rajni Arora, working as a TGT assist in the Gurukul. Today we are going to study on equality. We are going to study part 3 of this chapter. This is a first chapter of class 7 civics, okay, and we have done with 2 videos, part 1 and part 2. This is our part 3. In the part 2 we studied story of Om Prakash Valmiki, story of Ansari, Mr. Ansari and Mrs. Ansari, equal right to vote and other kinds of equality. Today we are going to start our part 3 and the topic is recognizing dignity. Recognizing dignity. See, last from the story of Mr. Ansari and Om Prakash Valmiki, what did we understand? We understood that the inequality on the basis of caste and on the basis of religion. Okay, equality is not a one dimension, equality is a broad dimension. Okay, so in this recognizing dignity, what we are going to study? We are going to study that if people are divided, if people are discriminated, their dignity hurt. Okay, when inequality exists, then people are highly divided. People are highly divided and discriminated. And when they are discriminated, their dignity hurt. See, what is mean by dignity? Dignity means self-respect. See, when inequality exists, then people are highly divided and discriminated, and when they are discriminated, their dignity hurt. For example, there are two persons, person A and person B. Both of them are of different caste. They are walking in the road, suddenly they meet with the person C. Person C and person B are of same caste people. In an argument, person C always will be favor to person B, but he will not favor to person A because of the caste system. So here inequality exists. Person A will be feel inferior. He will be feel he may be less than others. So this is inequality which is done with person A. Okay. So if person A will feel unequal, person A will be discriminated, his dignity will be hurt. And when we treat person equally, then their dignity is recognized, means their dignity is respected. So we should always treat everyone with same respect and same dignity. So reason behind reason behind this inequality. What can be the reason behind this inequality? It may be caste system, it may be religion, it may be class, it may be background. Caste and religion we have already discussed. Class, I am not talking about 5th class, 6th class, 7th class, no, this is not that type of that class. I am talking about class means rich, poor, okay. Background means some are educated, some are uneducated. So these people can be different with caste, religion, class and background, and the reason behind inequalities are these. So when people are highly divided, discriminated, they feel unequal, they feel inequality exists there, and they feel their dignity hurt. When their dignity hurt, their dignity is violated, then they feel they are less than others, they are not equal to others. So this can be the reason of inequality. Okay, next, in equality in Indian democracy. Next topic is equality Indian democracy. See, if we talk about the Indian Constitution, then it is said that all persons are equal. If we talk about the Indian Constitution, we will find that what is the provision of equality in our Indian Constitution. In this topic, we will understand what are the provision exist in Indian Constitution for equality. Okay, so everyone, Indian Constitution recognize everyone as equal. Indian Constitution recognize everyone as equal in every sense, on the basis of caste, on the basis of religion, on the basis of upper caste, lower caste. So Indian Constitution recognize it equal. Whereas earlier there was no existed provision to protect people from discrimination and ill treatment. Okay, earlier means what time we are talking about? We are talking about before our constitution. When there was no constitution, then there was no existed provision, there was no provision which protect people from discrimination or ill treatment. So at that time there was no law for these people who are discriminated, who were discriminated on the basis of caste, on the basis of religion, on the basis of their economic condition also. Okay, so this was our equality in Indian democracies. So we will write the provision which has determined in our constitution for everyone. First, everyone is, you can see, you can write provision of equality in Indian Constitution. Okay, provision of equality in Indian Constitution. First provision is everyone is equal before law. Second provision is there will be no discrimination on the basis of caste, religion, gender or place of birth. Place of birth. There will be no discrimination on the basis of caste, religion, gender and place of birth, and everyone has equal right to access the public property. So, what does it mean? Everyone has equal right to access the public property. It means you cannot say anyone that you will not go to temple because it's a public property, it's not a private property. So you can't stop anyone to go to public places. So these are the provisions which are determined in our Indian Constitution. Next is how government implement these provision on the people. How government tries to implement. So there are two ways. There were two ways that government tries to implement these provision of equality in our Constitution. See, what is the heading? What we are going to study? There are means government has made all the provisions for the equality in their constitution, but what are the ways that government can implement these provisions of equality in our constitution? Their way is through laws. Through laws means, for example, banning untouchability. This is a first way of government that tries to implement equality, the provision of equality in our constitution, that is through laws banning untouchability. For example, if a person will discriminated or people will discriminated on other person on the basis of caste or caste system, then it will be illegal and they will be punished on before this law. Next is through government scheme. Through government schemes. What are these schemes? For example, midday meal. Okay, so these are the schemes. Now we will take a brief introduction what we have studied. We have studied that what are the recognizing dignity. Dignity means self-respect. If we will treat a person unequal or with inequality, their dignity will be hurt. And another topic we did that what are the provision in our constitution to for the equality, for maintain the equality in the society. There were many provisions, and what are the ways government tries to implement that? These are through laws and through the government schemes. Government schemes can be midday meal. Next we are going. So these are the schemes, programs made by the government to implement inequality or to remove the inequality, to implement equality in the people. So midday meal scheme, government program to ensure equality. This is a government program. Government tried to make it, government made this program to ensure equality in the people. So under this program, free cooked lunch is being provided to children in all government elementary schools. You know very well, in this scheme, lunch is being provided to the student of the government elementary schools. Next is this program, this scheme, midday meal, started in the state of Tamil Nadu. You will have to remember this. In which state it was started? It was started in Tamil Nadu. Okay. In 2001, Supreme Court asked all state government to begin with this program. Means because this program had many positive impact, so Supreme Court announced to begin all the states to begin this program, this scheme, midday meal. Okay, what were the positive impact of this midday meal? The positive impact was many poor children have started attending school regularly. Means they were taking, now the students have started to take interest. They don't need to go in half day to at home for their lunch. So attendance was improved. Okay, this program reduced caste prejudice. Prejudice means bhedbhav. Okay, because both lower and upper caste children in the school eat in the meal together. Now all upper caste student and lower caste student all were sitting together and they were taking together food, together meal. So these were the program which was made by the government to remove inequality and implement equality in the people, between the people. So are you understanding how this program worked? This program, now many Dalit women also employed, because they started cooking food in this midday scheme. So this program played an important role to remove the inequality and to implement equality. So this were our part 3. We will continue this chapter in our part 4. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.